Alrighty, cool. Testing, testing. Hey, people. Okay, cool. Yeah, sounds working. Hey, fellas. So we're just making sure that there's some. We're just fixing a sound issue that we're having. It should be fixed now. Just confirming the whole audio stuff going on. And yeah, we're gonna be starting this next run. Here, let me just check something very quick. Baldric, is the audio okay? We all good?
All sounds fine to me.
Alrighty, I think we could proceed then. Yeah, in that case, let's. You can now switch over to the lovely cams that we got of both of our contestants. They're now choosing their weapons, which is super cool. Spanners is doing a one hit. Mac is doing just a standard. They're both doing spawn lock, so this is going to be very interesting. And yeah, that's pretty much what's going down right now. We're watching them choose their weapons. We also got the watch party on the bottom left, which is super cool. Say hello or heyo to those people. They're all just down there. So that's really cool. Just have a nice fair amount of people in there. And yeah, this is gonna be great. These guys done choosing their weapons? Nope. Man. So from what I've been painting this whole run out to be, it's not gonna be normal. You guys will figure that out soon. But yeah, it's let's see what they start off with. It seems like Mac wants to start off with a nice with a good shoddy, and then Spanners. Spanners all good? Yeah, he already is all set too.
Yeah, gold 1911 with extended mags.
Okay. Well,
fantastic.
Right before we start, or as we're starting actually, because they're gonna get the message any second. I'd like to introduce our two lovely guests here today. Take it away, fellas.
Greetings and welcome to the final round of the First to Worst Take and Hold tournament, hosted by myself, Jedit, and my co-host, Anton.
Hello!
All right, go for it.
Alrighty, Max rolling around with a shoddy. I'm not sure if that's the 870. I can't ever identify these pumps, and the extended Mad Golden 1911. So.
Yep. Yeah, that's the Express 870. Oh,
Express 870. Got the nice polymer stock and 4 on it. See what our opening rolls are at. We are starting on seed 2. Cursed Ladder Room or Orange Room will be the opening, and boy do I hate this one. There's going to be a lot of headaches early on in this. Where are these openings? So no good ammo rolls on Spanner's side that I see, and slugs coming in for Mac, and another shotgun. What's he pulling on that one? I'm so bad with those pumps. They're just all pump shotguns to me.
That's the 590.
The 590.
Looks like for pistol backup on Spanners, we had a revolver, but I didn't catch it fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
On what he's got there. Personally, I would be far more going for Spanners loadout personally.
Spanner's already in first hold. Running right for it. Decent cover, holding up high. And I think the capacity on that 1911 is going to do him a lot of favors. Mac also choosing a high side here. Got buckshot loaded. Can't quite tell. Looks like number 2. It looks like he has a 330 or what's that? 636 stealth. Is what Spanner may have picked up.
Yep. Absolutely love that revolver.
Spanner's right through the opening hold. No problem at all. Well, he moves quick. Armswinger will do that. Node's coming up for Mac. Quick clear. Statics are gone. Shotgun's perfect for that. Moving on to second supplies already. Oh. What a rough roll. That stupid 3-shot. Oh, no, I hate it. I hate it. I will restart with that every time.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I get that. One wonders exactly what the market for that was in real life.
Yeah, not quite. Not quite for me.
Probably
is that
causing trouble.
Yeah, more than anything else. I think it was a single shot 20 gauge with Dragon's Breath. A lot of odd shotguns coming out to help these 870s that got around and a 590. Boy, he just flying through that map. I can't even keep up. How do they move? No ladder pops to come up. Clear and hold for Mac. Spanner's taking his time peeking around. Spanners is on that one hit, so he has to be a little bit careful when he's taking those corners. But it looks like he's clear. They're on T-Hall for the second hold. Not too bad. The hallways tend to be quite easy. The nodes are right near you, no matter what. Melee finish for Mac.
I think possibly in a future tournament we should consider instituting style points, just like judges' prerogative, just for a couple. Encourage folk.
Absolutely. Reloads first on the list. And executions got to be up there high.
Shotguns galore, baby.
So many shotguns.
Did just everything. Dual pumps. Who would guess? Now, if he does the actual Terminator reload on both, I'll give him... I'm going to find a way. Putter, can I give him extra points for that? Everybody's rolling shotgun, then he gets a Taz.
Oh.
That is
Oh, my.
less than ideal.
Max pulling hold 2 already.
Well, they're definitely going to get a workout.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have to be quite so cautious, so we're probably going to see Mac roll through these a lot quicker. And that 590, you get a free sight off of that too. So that comes in handy way down the road. That clear. Perfect.
And I think if memory serves, it's actually the highest capacity of all the pumps. So,
Right. I catch myself on that one not loading enough because I immediately assume that it's like a 5+1 because most of the others seem to fall into that category or less. All right, hardens up for Spanners. Good on the first, knocking the other Sosigs down. Getting up nice and close to clear those last. Only needs one mag to get through it.
beautiful. Just beautiful.
Advancing to next system layer.
Max taking out those before they're even coming around the corner almost. I think he actually pulled the shotgun behind him there to make sure that the Sosigs were dead while keeping his eyes on where the nodes were going to spawn. He ripped 2 shots without looking where he was actually firing. Spanner's still making sure... Yeah, exactly. Spanner's making sure nobody's able to get in. If you control the hold, you don't have to worry about it being too lethal. Still not so bad early on, and that 45 is going to do good work. Mac clears second wave, no problem. Cleaning up his mags. Spanner's still waiting to get through. So that gold 1911, Anton, that has been in for quite some while at this point, right? That is one of the older guns in H3.
Yep. Basically, it was part of the first pack of firearm models that I got by which was by Tim from Chamfer Zone, who did just a beautiful gun pack and really one of the most prominent sort of tutorial for making next gen weapons. His tutorials actually put many of the weapon artists who have ended up making guns that have gone into the game probably cut their teeth on that. So he has contributed to this game and the community of folk who make 3D guns in numerous ways. So
Nice.
big shout out to Tim.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, rolling for some better buck from Mac. Doesn't seem to take it. Spanners gets a 3-point SMG. I am always happy to see that this early,
And I might come back. The SMG.
considering it.
Just
He has a
blow by
shield
that
wall.
guard.
Yeah, doesn't even care apparently. Ooh, 2-point bolt. Rerolls for a 5-point mag-fed shotgun. He's got plenty of points to spend here, but not making the decision yet. Banner's going down into pit.
I can never turn down the 5-point mag-fed shotgun personally. But
I'm
then
not
again, these guys can fire their pumps just as fast, so it's probably a different decision, a different logic for them.
Right. Yeah, I personally always seem to roll some of the worst ones, so I think the pump mag fed is in that category, which just always seems to be the one that I get, so it doesn't matter. A little bit of a faster reload, but
See that?
oh my. Spanner's still taking that 1911 to carry everything here, even down the long hallway, and not really having any issues with it.
There's another one.
Which blows me away because I'm not so sure about the zeroing on the sights of that gun.
Considering its age, yes. The 45 deviation probably just makes up for it, and it's right on the dot all the time. Still just moving. I don't know if we have supply points to catch yet. I know that there are some decisions that need to be made. Yep, one more supply from Spanners at least. As he clears. Max onto the hold itself. Has to back off a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going back for that.
Just being safe. He is on standard.
The most exciting stream. Watching a man run
Wow.
down empty hallways.
All right, so he is choosing to go. Mac is starting his hold 3, so he's in blue pillar, which I tend to like to hold on the bottom side. I don't know why, but it gives you a nice.
Really?
Yeah, I always hold bottom stairs. I'm not sure why. It must be the Sosig pathing that really helps me out, but I've always had best luck there. Spanners rolls in MP7.
Yeah.
Looks
Nice.
like
Nice,
fantastic.
especially if you can get some API for that.
That will take you to a hold 5, no problem. Nice easy clear from Mac on those hardens. The shotgun will be reliable the whole way through here. The only thing that MP7 really needs other than those API is just a sight. I really struggle with those irons.
Well, it isn't just the irons, but it's also just the vertical offset for them is so tight. You need to get a bit of elevation to make it cleaner to use.
Right. Yeah, Max holding top of stairs here. Making sure those Sosigs aren't even able to get in.
Go take that hold.
Oh, and they're lighting on fire, so Spanners already has the API.
Oof. Good
Goodness.
rolls.
Absolutely.
Although in his case, he's playing one hit, which the problem with API is that you oftentimes don't get that instantaneous drop sort of thing because of
Right.
the overpen, especially if you just hit them in the meat. So we'll see how that. Ooh, bam! Punches right in.
Extra shot from Mac needed to clear those swarms, but got it taken care of quickly. Spanners starting. So I've noticed there's no 20-round mag in for the MP7. Were you really doing a lot of varied mag sizes that early on in H3?
Nope, but that one, I think that one just came only with the full length one. I should put that one on the list though, because it wouldn't be that difficult to actually just post modify the model and have it look reasonable. Although that would then just give another reason for all of you to curse my name when you get the smaller of the two mags in this. So
I know that's what you live for. So
absolutely.
both contestants seem to have good weapons and setups to deal with the shield Sosigs here in hold 3, which can really be a pain if you don't roll something that's accurate or spammable. Pulling out the M9A3 to get those recursives done, Mac, nice and clean.
Grenades. That's how this run ends. I think one more win.
Yeah, actually, what's Spanner gonna use for those?
Yeah. He just drops the single and hopes that he can be efficient with those low-profile MP7 sights, but
One from
no, he still has that 1911. I believe he's got the mag spawn locked. Max moving right along. He's going to be preparing for the basement, yellow hallway, for hold 4. Like I said, he's just going to go quickly through this. A little bit of excitement.
He's still got someone coming up behind him. He should watch out.
Oh my.
Or in front of him now.
Yeah. Keeping that MP7 fed for sure. It's interesting that everything's kind of boiled down to these spawn locked ones because of the enemy count, which is what makes it harder more than anything else. A lot of what the limited ammos have been is the nodes aren't as challenging as what they seem to have been before. So the meta for all of that seems to be the one-hit spawn lock is now the cool tough thing to do. I remember whenever it was just one-hit limited ammo. Huh, nice clean first recursive there, and the second one's down quick. That 1911 still doing work for spanners. Rerolling.
Ooh.
6-point battle.
Mm.
Low mag capacity.
Yeah.
Spawn lock is not such a bad thing. I've been yelled at by
Close one.
chatters
Ooh,
quite often
of course,
because of
of
it,
course.
but he's got that sight from the 590 to throw on there. I wouldn't consider that a total loss, but
Definitely not ideal, though.
no, not at all. I stay away from that category entirely.
Okay.
Where are we at? Up on...
Basically, don't need.
Okay, so probably just going to stick with that API for that MP7 the rest of the way through. Interesting to see what ammo
Unless I see a
he rolls and gets through with Mac
I'm gonna go for
on that. Is that 14 or is that the 1A? I can't...
and power.
Yeah, that's the 1A. So
Okay.
that's semi only. You know, it's more compact, but those are just not terribly fast to reload. Ooh, I didn't catch what he got.
No, oh, it looks like white
Oh.
tips. So,
Yep, that'll do. That helped salvage that a bit.
yeah,
Roll the rifle.
he now has something to deal with those round enders.
Couldn't have it any.
Huh.
Banner's going for a suppressor.
Interesting.
Mac rolling past all of the guards in yellow hallway.
Maybe not.
Down here in the basement. A nade going off a little bit late. And they are not waiting to push him. First wave's cleared of Sosigs. So we're starting to get into the everybody's favorite, the Agiles.
I'm so glad you've all appreciated those.
They're so bad, so terrible. Red Room and Agiles on hold 5 have been the bane of a lot of us in this tournament.
I can't imagine.
Mac
Well,
clearing-
I've still got 4 spare values in the enum that defines those encryptions. So as well as like audio for the narrator. So I've got space to make 4 more, even more terrible things for y'all.
we all wait with
Maybe I-
very
This is
nasty words under our breath whenever they end up in game.
something.
We'll have to give some negative feedback during the alpha. Mac's still just dominating with that 590. Taking a couple hits, no big deal though. Spanner's starting hold now. He's actually keeping up pace-wise a little bit more than I was expecting for a one hit. But
Yeah, I would have expected a bit more cautious play, but
I think the MP7's leading to that a good bit. Can be quite impressive. Just needs a sight. Mac clearing second. I can't even... He's getting those cleared before I'm even seeing them on screen almost. There's the recursives up for spanners. Clean on the first. Second was around the corner. Bit of a reset there. Oh, those tiny irons.
System layer.
Get out of here.
Nades?
Analyzing system.
I'm not sure if that was a Sosig nade he had or if he had picked one up. Looks like it had quite a long fuse on there. That might be a Sosig one he threw. That API doing work. Yeah, I'd say that M1A was worth it with those.
yeah,
API
absolutely.
does not-
With just FMJ, I find that I'm always going to be one shot short dealing with a wave. But then again, I'm terrible at this compared to these two. My goodness.
Agiles are up for Mac. Chasing the first. Missing a few shots. That extra capacity could come in handy here. Doesn't have to reload. Decent clear.
Wow.
Just had to chase a little.
Yeah, keeping that buck ended up actually really helping out there. So
Yeah. A buck I just find to be useful the entire way through. Spanners getting through the stealth nodes without too much issue. This is one of the easier hallways. The lighting really can be detrimental, especially I found on modded maps. There's some you just can't see those things. But the colored hallways, they seem to show up a little bit easier. Max is moving along and just shoving Sosigs out of the supply room.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Goodness. Oh. Banner's bending. They're coming out of that far corner. MP7. Still holding. Max nice and patient, waiting for the Sosig to roll over so he can hit that meat in the back with that buck. Again, still just that shotgun is the whole way through for him.
Ooh.
I'm interested to see how Spanners is going to handle these Agiles here with an MP7. Really quick clear on the first. Nabs 2 of them absolutely one after the other. Lasered. Not even a problem.
Data extracted.
All right.
That is going to be a serious point bump.
Yeah, that was a very good clear. Mac had a lot more of a chase on there.
That was hold 4.
All right, so we've got supplies to check for our final rolls. 12 point. MGL rolled away. He's going to waste 2 on rerolls. Maybe you'll count. If I could make an on-stream request, could we get some 5, like something to break up those points on there? Because every time I have to sit there and count across, man,
Go away.
it's bad.
Yep, I will. Oh, it's going in the notebook right now. 5-point hash mark on object shop.
There we go. See,
Boom.
we're helpful. We're improving as well.
Fantastic.
Mac going for an 11-point scar with drum mag.
There
Saving
we
up
go.
the big boy. You can go ahead and throw that in the garbage, in my opinion, that M1A, and just live.
Oh, did he
with
not
that.
have a recycler in that point?
And it did not appear so. There we go. So, worst case scenario, he can just recycle that API manually into that
Good.
drum mag. It would take a little bit, but if he rolls hollow points or something and doesn't want them,
Yeah.
nice to keep those around for that option. Regen weenie, Spanners. Didn't like the roll, so just ate it.
Oh, I didn't even notice that he already had 2 invulnerability ones there.
Yeah, ready to go. They're just the way to run this last hold, especially with it being Red Room. The Agiles, you have to focus on one or the other, the Agiles or the Sosigs. Otherwise, your score is going to tank. And yeah, it's going to tank or you're going to die. And those shields, everybody just runs them now. Even I've started using them, and I've been anti-power-ups since the day they went into taking hold.
I'm so glad to hear that the meta has finally shifted over to the most powerful tool that I have provided. So, good to hear. I guess that all it took was just making the encryptions hard enough.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, the Agiles did it, yep. I still hate them more than the regenerative. Mac getting pushed a bit here, but shouldn't be an issue.
Oof.
Banner's starting the final hold. Still living with that MP7. No sight, API. Max doing some inventory management. So the one hit is ahead of the standard health at the moment.
That's just wild to me. I can't believe the range of engagements he's taken with an MP7.
Yep. The whole range. Oh, wow. How is he hitting those the whole way down? He's not even aiming down sights. What's he doing? He has, like,
Wow.
the little bit of tracer that comes off those API. With that fire rate, you just have an impromptu laser on that thing. And he's controlling his bursts very well. So good. Interesting hold point here. Only able to see 2 entrances, but still completely guarded from the rest that are coming in. And Max over here.
I always
go ahead.
hold this on this side.
Yeah, I've never found a spot that I'm happy with in red. I just die everywhere. Mac is loading that drum up with that API manually, so he must not have gotten a great roll.
Banner's currently playing on stealth, I think. Yeah.
Looks like
Yeah,
it.
he's invisible. He's ghosted at the moment.
And how long do these power-ups actually last? Is it a set time
30
for all of them?
Any timed one, when it's a full power one, which is what they are, and taken hold is 30 seconds.
Okay.
So in Rot Wieners, it depends on the markings that are on it, whether you're getting sort of low, mid, high.
Right. So he's onto shield. Had to pull a reload, chasing these nodes a little bit. That one was a bit far away, but still got a good time. Max still doing the last bit of loading that 50-round drum with that 7.6251 by hand, but it will help out in the end.
Yep, I'd probably do the same thing. Just no reason to
Take the chance. Yep. Yeah, even FMJ, say hits the gas mask in the wrong spot, and Banner's still able to control most of this map from that corner.
Yeah, he is just wrecking this point.
Absolutely.
All right, let's do this.
Going for the last shield weenie. So,
Mac pulling his pants up, getting ready for the last hold. I'm glad they're offset like this. Allows us to focus a little better.
All right.
Right. Up, here we go.
a little bit of a miss towards the end, but no take it out, and Spanner's first run is done. Score coming in
Wow.
135, 632. We'll have to see what the multiplier is for that. Now, Mac, start and hold. Ready for nodes up. Stealths.
Oh, he doesn't have a sight for the
Yeah.
17, which the bore offset with how high the sights are. I always mess it up with the 17 because of that.
He still has that sight sitting on his 590. So, I don't know if he wants it on there or if it's just I do it all the time. It's married to that gun and you forget about it because it's on your shoulder.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that's the one downside of those scars is they don't come with a sight and they're exponentially better with them.
Amusingly, probably the single biggest real life complaint with that platform is the amount that you just like wreck your hand slamming against your optic, racking that incredibly short bolt handle. So I've done it every single time I've fired one.
Oh, there we
So-
go. Okay, there's the shotgun switch out for the Agiles. That's why I
Get
kept
it?
that sight on there. Missed a couple shots on the first, clean for the rest. I think Spanner's just going to take this with that being a one hit, though. I'm not sure there's
Yeah, you
anything
think
that
it-
Mac can really do.
Yeah, you think he's gonna go one hit for his second or drop back down to have a chiller run?
I don't. That's probably going to be a game time decision whenever they talk about what they do next, because that's a tough choice. He's going to be behind. Mac's going to be behind at this point, and yeah, interesting that those aren't decisions you have to make in the middle. But now that we have this tournament setting, there's this whole other level to this that's coming out of it. I would go. I'd feel pressured to go one hit. I'd have to do it.
Yep, go big or go home.
Yep.
You know, especially because they're both going to be warmed up at this point. So
Yep. Max blowing some cover out of that corner. Probably just for some better sight on the node itself.
took a hit there.
There goes his shield weenie. Just waiting for that regen to pop up. Saying hello to the round enders.
There we go. Oh.
Rough on that wall one. Oh! I think he ate that
what?
shield weenie just a little too soon.
Okay.
Just a bit
I
too
guess.
soon.
Oh, rough. And that's why I hate the irons on the 17. Is you consistently
Alright.
hit low.
Yep. Yep. Definitely think it would have been a
Okay,
better decision to
cool.
drop that tube sight on that 590 over, but that's round 1 out of the way. Spanner's just an amazing pace.
Yep. 3 cheers to that. Yeah, I'm curious what the score is after the multiplier. If the
I
folks
would
were
love to tell you guys that.
okay.
So we already got our all of our stuff set up. The moderators are going to be breaking it to them shortly. What they're going to have to do, and about the 10-minute break that we're about to have between rounds.
Fantastic.
So Spanners,
You
even
mean
if
10-minute
Mac,
hot dog break?
hell yes, 100%. So Spanners, even if Mac did win his spawn lock, was going to lose that round. Because of course his score is amplified so high because of that one hit completion. So he scored a 135, 632 Spanners. He scored that much as a base or as the final score in take and hold. But with the multipliers, it's 100k or 169k 540. So he's got a really high score. And Mac scored 122, 816. With the multipliers, it's 128, 958, or 956.6 or 0.8. Yeah. So we got so Spanners is the winner of this round. They're now going to be moving on to seed 8, which is very, very easy. It's probably like one of the easiest seeds. The only problem is that there's a red room on hold 5 or hold 3. But other than that, it should be easy peasy. This whole seed is pretty much a scoring seed. So we'll see what both of our contestants here are going to be able to pull off this next round. Good stuff.
Well, wonderful.
Yep. 8 ends with yellow pit room, which is the 2 entrance guy. So that's a bit of a wash. But yeah, red room with those the shield sosigs. You just get borked on your first 2 supply points. Yeah, that can be a rough one.
Well, does that mean that you end up trying to pick certain or retain certain weapons early that you normally wouldn't, to be able to deal with that room better because you're having to do those longer range engagements? I know I'd be more likely to want to pick like a 10-point intermediate rifle of some kind, or 10 round.
Yeah.
I hate hot dogs because they're delicious.
Always.
Oh yes.
Got here.
What's it
So
called?
tell me, Toby One, what do you like on your hot dogs?
I've lost followers. I've lost subscribers for it. I slather them in nothing but ketchup.
Just ketchup?
Yeah.
Wow.
least-
You would be right at home where I'm from, Buffalo, New York. I grew up only having like ketchup on a hot dog. And then I found out that's just whether you go west or east, everyone hates you for that. I was like, what? It's sweet, it's salty, it's fine. But I'm firmly now on camp, just like throw more stuff on the hot dog. Like I just want it as messy as humanly like 5 condiments, tons of other junk. So like this wonderful one is like a Chicago style one.
From where did you get those again? He showed us earlier. It was
Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel. Nice.
Yep.
So,
I have 1 hot dog per theoretical round that we might play here. So
nice. Looks like Bacchus over here in First to Worst chat is on the ketchup gang with me. Seaburn, ketchup only gang. Thank you for the support, the moral support. I need it. Chili cheese dogs from Bunner. Putties of relish. Olin Kai is onions, relish, mustards, maybe some cheese if they're feeling it.
this is
ketchup for
place
sure.
not too far from me called Mia's. It's over in Eagle Rock. Fantastic hot dog place. And for a while, one of their specials was a Sloppy Joe hot dog. So it had some cheese on it. It had some like grilled onions in it. And then was just, instead of covering it with chili, it was covered with like sloppy Joe, which is similar, except it tends to be a lot sweeter. And and I think there might have been a slice of bacon in there too. And oh man, that might have been the best hot dog I've ever had.
Nice. Sloppy Joe hot dogs. That sounds good. I would eat that.
One of those
Barbecue.
meals that you sort of eat and you're like, maybe I'll just go back to bed now.
Nice. What else we got? Basic mustard and ketchup, maybe provolone with sauteed bell pepper and onion. Tritty Bird's out here with sauteed bell peppers on their hot dogs. Tritty, come on. Hot dogs plus mashed potatoes. I'll do that. I'll do that.
Have you heard about this? What's on a quote unquote Swedish hot dog? It's absolutely mental. I made myself one because I just had to know. It's like you use a flatbread instead of a bun, and it's got like mashed potatoes, shrimp salad. It's like tuna salad, but made with like fine bits of shrimp, mayonnaise, a bunch of other condiments. Like it's challenging texturally. Let's just put it that way. It's definitely like you take a bite and you're like, wow, this is. I think the closest thing I've ever had to this is went back when you're in elementary school and you're like, I can put anything in bread and make it a sandwich because I'm bored and this is lunchtime at elementary school. It's sort of the textural experience of that, of like a spaghetti sandwich. You're like, oh, I guess it's still food. Taste-wise, though, it was actually surprisingly good. But
Nice. Yeah, around here, it was you would go to Sheets and just get everything, absolutely everything they have on the made to order, and yeah, the death dogs. Not so much for me. Banner's playing some boomski in between. Very cultured.
Oh, just a little message. We're about 5 minutes into our break. We have 5 minutes left.
wonderful.
Awesome.
Max still playing with his scar, being like, "You betrayed me." In truth, though, like it's the 50-round drum is great, but I really feel like the Scar 17 is almost like it's like several problems in disguise. Like the combination of the slow fire rate and those high bore sights mean it can stab you in the back. I think more than anything else in its category.
I'm pretty sure that's what I lost with in my run, and it was the length of the rifle. Obviously, it's a battle rifle, but it's almost like deceptively easy to mistake it in the middle of a moment for something that's much smaller, lighter, easier to use.
And you bring it over to hit, and you're firing past your target.
Yep. That little bit of extra break on the end there can definitely do you in. Spanner's going back to the breaching scene now. No muzzle loader. Just the Mac 11 fires the smaller cartridge. The 10 fires the larger, right? The 10's the 45.
Yep. Absolutely a blast to fire in real life. Was very glad when I went to fire it, though, that it had a big honking suppressor on it, because it was firmly one of those, like, where am I supposed to hold this? Exactly.
Where'd you fire that? Was that a Battlefield Vegas one?
Yep,
Nice.
that was actually, I think that might have, I think I fired that one on my first trip, actually. My first trip I did. Either the first or the second. So, latest trip there was just a wonderful time. Fired a Scar 17, actually, which I've been considering eventually acquiring one, mainly because I've got like weak programmer arms and weak programmer shoulder, and was told, like, of all of the 308s, it's the least painful, and so I wanted to see if that was true, and it is absolutely true. Most painful would probably be the FAL when I went to fire it at BF Vegas. They didn't hand me a wood one. They handed me one with, like, it had like lightweight polymer furniture on it, and that just was like, I think I had a bruise for a week and a half. Plus, back then, I didn't actually know how to control it well enough. Didn't know, like, no, pull it towards you as hard as you possibly can. So, was still in the learning process.
Yeah,
My
still waiting
goodness.
for my first full auto. Someday soon. I'll get the
It's
fire
it's
one.
it's worth the trip to Vegas alone, and just promise me when you do it that you do the DPM, the
Will do.
DP-28, the pan gun. It's too hilarious.
They let you fire the 54 rimmed. Like that range actually handle. That's nuts. That is a big cartridge.
Yeah, my understanding is the rear of that range is basically like rubber that they have poured into the back of it. And when they get it replaced, this like big truck comes in and they literally like with like axes basically chop all of the rubber out in chunks, put it into a machine that like grinds it up, takes all the metal out, and then essentially like melts down that rubber with more rubber, and then they just reinstall it.
Huh.
Pretty much like how you would do like asphalt.
Interesting.
Must be a strange business to run.
Must be.
Alrighty, we are done. Our timer's up. We are going to be getting our contestants here all set up in just a moment.
So Spanners looks like looks like he's set to spawn lock.
Spawn lock
Mac
one.
is-
Alrighty, they're going to start choosing their weapons.
Yeah, Max on standard again. Spanners
Oh.
definitely has the advantage here because he's up one. So why not do another one hit?
Mac's thinking about it. He's pointing at the one. Oh, there he goes. He's going one hit. He's grabbing the hot dog before he second guesses himself. He's just like, we're good. Let's do it. But that's what you got to do. You got to bet big to catch up.
Yep. All right. Spanners.
I wonder if he's used to that style of player. If he's usually just always standard.
I was looking through some of the previous runs actually, and Mac has done standard spawn locks.
Restart on the USP. I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's strange. That's very strange. Reroll from Spanners off of the stealth. Max considering that 1911, which worked for Spanners last time. He got those extended mags. And the night sights you just can't go wrong with. Those are so good. Any pistol that has those, they read so easily in all of the environments because that comes to bite you. Blue hallway and iron sights, they just don't mix. You can't see half of the guns down there. So, like, even those little things. Spanners now rolling the match USP. It looks like he's going to keep. Looks like we're getting some final go-aheads.
I'm preemptively nervous for Mac now.
Well, he's on the ropes, so.
Yep. That body language alone picking the one hit there. They're like, oh, I gotta do it.
Oh my. Alrighty.
I just hope he actually remembers that he's in one hit, given that he just came. I can imagine that messing you up like for a second, just forgetting, like, oh no, I cannot take damage.
Yep, that is bitten me several times myself. Max pulling into the first supply.
Oh yeah, this is
He wants the revolver. Ooh, the 500.
Oh,
Are you kidding me, dude?
not great.
No, hard to control. Banner's getting that single shot. 12? Can't quite tell. It looks like the 12.
okay.
Looks like plus P hollows.
Good for the first half. Once you get past hold 3, you'd probably, if you're going to rely on that at all, I'd get away from them and go to at least an FMJ. But then again, depends on what you do. If you're patient, you can hit the right spot. It'll still do damage, but Mac
Yeah,
making a
Mac feels
run.
really tentative here.
So if he keeps his cool about him, he'll be fine.
Yep, I'm curious if we see Spanners just get sort of like looser and more flippant with his play, or if this is he just takes it just as hard.
So
What do you
Static
think about this hold room?
this is an interesting hold room, especially after the changes you did with the So-6 going up ladders, because they used to be a lot more futzy about it. And I've actually had better luck holding up top now when I didn't before. The nades don't seem to go up there as much too, so it's a bit safer. But I can't ever really decide in that one. I've been up in one of the corners and then I'll move to the middle, and
The one bolty that does not have a sight to spawn.
so Spanners through quickly. Mac also, they got that initial one out of the way, no problem.
Took a bolt action?
Strange.
Yeah, just not what I would expect. But
2 points. I mean, I don't. If he had checked the other one and didn't like what was there, it's something as a backup. You're only losing 1 point when you trade it in. You have the free one to trade back to get a net 0, I guess. But yeah, Mac getting a
Oh boy.
Spas? No, was that the ultra shot?
10-14. 10-14.
Oh, 10-14. Okay, I was looking up
Yup.
close there.
Yep.
Is
Scary when he didn't start shooting.
that is one heck of an early roll? Gonna pass on the flechette and stick with the buck.
Yep. On one hit, that definitely is the smarter play.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still feel like I would have just taken one of the shells with me. Just
Yeah. Spawn lock. There's no reason not to.
Okay.
All right, there goes the single shot. He gets a break action for the roll.
And
So it really looks like Spanners is going to have to survive on that USP for the second round. A second hold, excuse me.
this
Mac's just going to shred.
hard.
That's all it's going to be.
Yep. Out of the two of them, I would much rather have max equipment.
Sausage.
Yeah. Mac has a roll for an SMG there too, so has the points for it, but he's going to go for the shield late game. Good investment to have. Spanner's already starting yellow hallway, hold 2. Still very aggressive and confident with those. The positioning, the shooting. The So-6 are coming out, he's knowing where, and he's stopping them from being a threat. Yeah, Mac's definitely hesitating a little bit even before he goes into the hallway. He wants to run, even with the better loadout. He just wants that node.
That was a little close. He definitely got seen.
Banner's getting nice and close to all of those. Clearing the hardens, no problem, even though he's at the equipment disadvantage here.
Now they come in threes.
Analyzing system.
Right. Come on, Mac, you can get a little more confident with that shotgun. What you gotta do, hold him out.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Both sets of So-6 coming from the round the bend long corner there.
I must admit, I'm a little surprised to see that folks don't tend to hold a little bit further back on yellow, where you have such a, like, it's the only point that you have such a guaranteed sort of single angle reliable hard point. But then again, I'm sure they've both done it so many times, you just get antsy.
I'm personally one who still holds around just that piece of cover that's there out of the wall. And it was also one of my favorite ones. Oh, Spanner's having to switch weapons here, going to melee
Brother.
on the last without reloading. Still worked.
If it works,
It worked. There's damage on it. It works. Not bad. Just a little bit of a hesitation how he threw it out and just the bolt action served its purpose. It was now worth the 2 points. He had the extra reach for it. But yeah, yellow was always my favorite in the old take and hold map because of that. You had nothing to worry about behind you and a nice bit of cover ahead of you, and you could just lay down with some MG mounted. Mac making quick work of those swarms there thanks to the 1014.
Advance to next system node.
Banners has some choices to make. 2 points, not bad. Sposs, no stock, not my favorite variant.
Alright, that'll work.
And some number
I noticed
4.
Mac also tends to use the like 2-hand pistol hold with the shotgun a lot instead of was it Mac who doesn't use the virtual stock?
I believe that's what it
Yeah.
was.
I guess that would make sense then. For if he's not getting the benefit out of the virtual stock, you might as well just hold it 2 hands close up front.
In this hold.
Yep, it was Mac who wasn't. Thank you, RP. Cool.
Banners almost flubbed that first shot there. That would have been just such a terrible way to die.
All right. Spanner's not getting anything useful out of the ammo spawner for the shotgun. Doesn't care about the bolt action either. Oh, maybe. He's loading up the clip for it, actually. That's the Seiko. Did he grab the Seiko? Is that what he got? For the bolt? It's hard to see.
I
It's got that long
I
bolt.
cannot see well enough.
It's got that long bolt.
No,
I
that's the
can't
Model 70, I think.
Okay, okay.
This always put me on the hot seat because everyone assumes like, oh, of course, Anton's gonna recognize every gun in the game, and I'm like, no, you don't understand. You cannot keep 400 plus guns in your head just permanently. I regularly forget like a whole swath of 50 to 100 of them and sort of read to see like, oh, I forgot that this was in here. So,
Don't mean to hot seat you.
ooh, bad roll for Mac. Oh,
Yeah, the Keter.
oh, just terrible. Just
That-
such a ooh,
Shouldn't
ooh,
do
ooh.
this. This is a trap.
Ooh, bad gamble by Spanners.
I'll have to make do.
Oh, I would have taken that 5 instead of.
Yep. So they're living with their
I mean-
choices. Banner's going right to blue or red.
Interfacing with system node.
Yeah, but then again, that's why the gamble button is there because so many people just can't quite resist it. It is there to, it's there to help simulate a little bit of what Anton's experience in Vegas is like.
All right, so yeah, now is red room on hold 3. So the second wave
Hardened and
shield Sosigs will probably be the biggest issue here. Spanners has that Sposs, which should take care of them pretty easily. But I guess 10-14 on a max, so they got to be somewhat close to do that. No problem.
He
with
took
Spanners,
a he took a while to clear that though.
Mac had to back
is-
off.
What is Mac doing?
He didn't like that. Oh. Yeah, he almost got shot or hit there. Spanner's actually pulling out that Model 70. Yeah, the bolt pull on that is so long. That has such a long bolt. Taking it easy. Holding that same corner that worked last time.
Not surprised at all. It'd be the
No.
corner I'd be holding to. Is Mac just still trying to figure out how to even get into this hold point?
Yep. I'm pretty sure I heard some Sosigs off to his left. There's another down the hallway, and the longer he hangs out, especially near any of these supply points.
It's just gonna get worse and worse.
Yep.
Although what with one hit, it is capped lower, but still.
stabilizing system.
I'm able to get in and start red room. Banner should just
Good
about be
stuff.
on third wave here. Taking their good old time to spawn. We got a nice knockdown on that long range shot because I was rather confident the way he stood afterwards. Yeah, that Sposs is doing work even quite a while away.
Everything's fine. It's fine.
Max hesitating a little bit as he's getting shot, pushed around that corner. He's got to blow one of his shield ones early.
Oh,
Shield weenie. There's those shield Sosigs. Pops out to the Keter just for. a time-saving maneuver. Spanner's taking his time. That match doing a little bit of work for him now.
Mac is raising my blood pressure here. Oh, so tense.
Yeah, definitely starting to unravel a little bit. Spanners is already out and on to the next set. It's like taking a second to catch breath there.
Oh my god.
That's a couple times now that 2-point bolt has actually come in handy for him. It's
Would
not
have
gone to waste.
never expected it.
Nope. Oh, that buck's not doing too well. Quick header grab clears it.
Oh, so close.
Spanners is still actually coming down from an adrenaline rush, so Mac has a few seconds to catch up.
Not surprised. Not surprised. You can even see Mac's hand shaking there.
Yeah, he's having some issues just even getting the shells in. It's a lot of marbles on the line here. 160 some contestants. And he's the one on the ropes at the moment. But still holding in there.
As one does in a whole point. I'm
I'll see myself out. Putter says, "Could you imagine their nerve if they knew we were watching?"
I can't. If the situation was reversed, I would just faint. So,
Something else.
and again, any formal tournament I have ever played in for anything, I have flubbed it as hard as a person could flub it. So,
Yep.
kudos to both of our contestants here for just getting this far.
Oh yeah, this is.
Absolutely.
I thought it was
Oh,
a green room.
Spanners seems to be a little bit befuddled at the room that's next for this seed.
I need.
Mac does clear. No big problems. Just taking a little bit of extra time. But that can and will come back to bite him once the scores are posted. But
Spanners had a pretty long one of his phases with the I think it was the hardened in Red Room was pretty long. So
Yeah.
he's still got some Mac's still got some space to work.
No one's coming.
Iron Pit, making sure there's not that laying on the supply point Sosig, who just loves to be
Taking a
there.
nap.
There's a few that are just always in specific spots. Like my favorite, I don't know the name of the actual hold room, but I'm trying to think of the actual. Is it Teal Square? But there's one who just hangs out at the end of the hallway. Once you get like hold 3 or 4 every time. It used to scare the crap out of me because if you're playing on one hit and you don't have the proper weapon and it's like hold 3, I'll take the long way around instead.
Good stuff. Let's see what Mac has to buy.
Oh, it looked like a
Anything
good BR roll. Not even bothering to AR. Seems not interested in it, or he's gonna go check what else there is to offer. Coda VR is asking for a 100-round drum for the Keter in chat. I don't think we need any more. Is that 9x18 that throws?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it'll still be as ineffective as it currently is, even with a larger magazine. It's
Why?
like spicy 380. Get out of here.
I'm still processing that. I'm
Yeah. Max
somehow alive.
pulling the pants up again. I think we're seeing some more confidence throw in here. 3-point SMG roll from Spanners, or available to Spanners, pardon me.
I think.
Think you should take it?
Yeah. That was with the current loadout, and the MP9's not bad.
Yeah, but that mag insertion can be a little futzy. So
And just like that MP7, you've got those really low profile irons, which didn't really seem to affect last time, but I believe part of that was relying on the tracer element from the APIs. So
and just the higher ammo capacity. Like
true. 40 to 30, or is this a 25? This is a bit of a smaller mag, isn't it?
it's either 25 or 30.
Sorry, I put you on the spot again. Didn't mean to.
No worries. No worries at all. You would think at this point that I would have like a perfectly organized spreadsheet that would have all of that information, so I just had it, on hand. But no, that would be what a smart person would do.
Well, that's why we have chat. MP9 is 25. Thanks, chat. Okay, rolled away from the 3-point, and he gets the AK prototype with the 20 rounders.
Yeah, looks like
Ditching that
not great,
1911.
but not bad.
Yeah. I think that'll be a very ammo-dependent weapon to see how well that's going to hold late game. Banner still on that spot, starting teal square. Yeah, so this is teal square for hold 4.
Yep, which usually with a spas I'd be like, but in that room, I think you can make that work.
Yeah, this is such a close quarters hold. Nothing other than yellow pit, really, you can control as easily. And this is the only challenging node that ever comes up. Mostly because you don't have direct access to it if you need to melee it, but Max taking a good old time getting the stock straight and everything. Oh, those irons, I hadn't even considered the irons on
They're terrible. They're just, and I know, yes, for the authenticity people, I know the irons are not correct on the AK-12 prototype. They were the original ones that came with the stock model weren't correct and were worse, so I ripped those off of the later one. At some point, it'll actually be corrected, but, it's on the to-do list with like 200 other things.
Spanner's playing the whole point here. I really never go down the stairs myself. I let those Sosigs come up to me, but they take their time, and it seems like they're almost always looking at the wall and dragging themselves up, so taking advantage of that quite well. And there's that 8-point. I don't know if that was an AR. It looks like a BR roll. I'm not sure why Mac didn't go for that instead, but Next set of encryptions down by Spanners. I'm having a hard time keeping my attention thrown on the one who's in the middle of the points for some reason. Oh, here we come with the our round ender metal face masks. But Sposs is still doing enough work to keep him out of the way.
Yeah, honestly, I must admit, I've been surprised to see just how much semi-auto tube-fed shotgun play that we've seen between these two rounds. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't have expected those to be quite as present. But good stuff.
Banners is using the Sosig M60 to help with those round enders.
Smart.
Just total control at this point. Very, very good. Oh, just out of range.
Oh, nice.
Agiles are up.
Agile encryption detected.
A little bit unlucky. Good clears. Very good with the SMG on those. MP7 was the same way last time.
Far better reflexes than I have.
Yeah. I feel older watching these.
Exactly. Like, oh. Oof. Mac lucked out there. He was about to get shot.
Yeah, you still have like a quarter of a second after you hit that node before they blow up, so they can whip a nade if they're so inclined and have one. Banner's a little bit of an odd pressure. This is all a really threatening supply point to be in because it has direct access to that room. Mac getting a decent clear on those recursives. Keeping that proto on single instead of going with the burst width as is needed with those recursives. Banners is still stuck.
There's more coming.
Yeah, Mac's playing down those stairs too. I'm gonna take some notes myself actually so that I can be
was gonna
relevant
say,
in the next tournament.
It's been educational.
Yeah. And it's really been, as somebody who doesn't watch this stuff, and I've only just played in as it's been developing, and there was no meta around any of this. It was fun to figure out what I thought was best, and then going and seeing other people start to stream this and being like, oh wow, I was completely wrong in doing this in an asinine way. So Mac gets another clear.
I must admit, I'm super curious what ends up happening with the next map that's coming, given that there's going to be a good amount more sort of open spaces. It's not going to be corridors. It's going to be more about holding sort of wide angular ranges with cover. I'm curious to see how that's going to change folks' posture, sort of thing. If it'll drive people to be more defensive, or whether we're going to see like these two just arms swinging around to still get within close range, because that ends up being more effective. So
Right.
we will.
Right.
We'll. Ooh. Oh man, Spanners. What do you? Ooh, what did? Oh, the P762.
I got that little baby SRO sight, I think. Not the best for a rifle platform, but it's a dot.
No.
All right, agiles are up for Mac. Decent reads. Nice lucky bounce, I think, on that last one right in front of the barrel.
I was gonna say that one just lined up.
What it is sometimes. I'm eating some cold kebab, so don't mind me. Banner's gonna go check for ammo. You see some red flare on there. Should definitely grab that. That'll be useful. Thanks for those shotgun shells, Anton. I think
You're
we got some
welcome.
API.
I'm helping.
2 ghost weenies.
Oh,
Ready to go on that. Yep, so it looks like he's holding FMJ and API for that, was that P762?
yep.
That's, okay, yep, I know what one it is now. And that's
Yeah,
no, that's single
you-
only, right?
Yep, single only. Used to have a bipod permanently attached until I added the attachable bipods. So, but
Is all set.
another really tall rifle. So if you're, but he's got a reflex on it, so that shouldn't really be a factor at the ranges. Oh man, Spinner's giving us a heart attack.
There were so many.
Analyzing system.
They're having a like they're having a family get together in there.
And not even giving those stair ones a chance. Again, another one where they just kind of seem to hang around that corner for a second, and you can really get on top of them. I personally like to sit in the corner and wait for them to walk up themselves, because I'm not walking up and down those stairs. All that's their business. Nice first 3, waiting to find those last couple.
Oh, he had one behind him, I think.
Did he clear there?
No, there's still one behind him.
Last one.
Gonna be that. Yep. Every time. That's a point detriment there. That's gonna hurt.
Oh man, that was a lot of time.
I think that's the second one that's taken a little bit of time on Spanner. Yeah, it's always that corner is where I sit, so purposefully I always have to do this because I know that's where it's gonna be for me. And there's only so many spots in this room, so it's almost guaranteed to be there, and then that far corner behind the stairs. Got some, like, steadied heavy breathing coming through on somebody. Like, it's getting intense. We need the pulse meters for this.
Oh,
been
that would be a hoot.
Banners is dealing quickly with the shield Sosigs here. Popping a ghost.
Huh.
Time for the agiles. Has another one ready to go.
I was gonna say that seemed a little early, but
Decent clear.
oh, good, and he's got one more ghost.
Yep. Yeah, he had rolled those 2 and
System link.
held on to them.
Analyzing
I think Mac has a shield at least. There's a regen and a health. That's not going to do anything for this one.
Oh no, that's an infinite ammo.
Oh, the red is? Okay.
No, the green, the
Oh,
the
okay.
bright green versus the like less bright green. Because I'm good at UX.
Okay.
Yeah, the color mappings on the power ups are a little. My goodness.
Mac's still just taking some time. Let's move on till this last. Spanner's still doing a good job of just keeping them way out of the point. He's letting these come up the steps now, but
Honestly,
There
just
goes.
absolutely wrecking with the P762.
yeah,
Kinda-
100%.
Oh,
Ghost
good.
just popped.
Mac got himself a sight.
Good. Easy grouping up top there. That was a very, very quick regen.
Jeez.
Very, very convenient grouping right above it.
137.
How did I get a 137?
That is
137, 744.
all right. We just need Mac to see what he can pull off. Yeah, I think that dot's going to do a ton of favors for him. Is he going to try to clear a bit here? Interesting that he's on full auto with that 20 round. I think he's going to kind of hunt and peck a little bit to get this cleared.
Yep. Yes, if you look at his body language there, he definitely has a. Oh goodness.
using that audio. It's like he's on index, and man, you can just hear the Sosig so well. The footsteps addition between the old version of Taken Hold and this one was one of the best things to just help with that.
Good run. Good dive in.
Yeah.
Hold this position.
It looks like there was a nade thrown up top too during all that, so first wave, no issue.
Hopefully, once I get the sort of new explosion code in to the Sosic nades, they'll be a little less frustrating to deal with. A little more
They've been
reliably and occluded.
Yeah, they've been better with the timer themselves, but the occlusion stuff, you take a couple damage. Switching off to the shotgun. He's got some really quick weapon switches. Just between that and the Keter, they've just come out, no problem. Spanner's playing tic-tac-toe with themselves.
Analyzing system.
Max still just controlling.
Yeah, playing it a little more high up, which that's
Yeah.
how I do it.
Yeah. You know, I must just be lazy because I sit in the corner around one of those covers there, and I wait. I wait to see who says hi. Right through the viewport on the shields.
Perfect.
Agiles are up. 2. Oh, you want infinite ammo as well. Okay. So that's what he's using those for. Not bad. Banner's had a still a little bit of a lead, I think, with that regenerative, but
Advancing to
Oh, and he's got a second infinite ammo power up too.
yep.
analyzing system.
So I just think the survival part will be the big thing here. Even with infinite ammo, it's you have your back turned at the wrong time or you're in the wrong spot.
Has Spanders managed to lose at tic-tac-toe to himself? Yep. Fantastic.
Doesn't have his impact decal count up high enough to play a full game. Max still controlling point. See where his spawn is. There's not really too many poor spawns you can get in this room for the regenerative. That pit can play some dirty tricks on you, and actually where he's at now can shoot down. I believe that stairwell.
Oh, I think he might have popped his infinite ammo too early.
It's up. He got a good spawn. No problem.
Good stuff.
The score? 137. 824.
Wow. Max stays in it.
Holy shit.
That's up to round 3.
That's ridiculous.
It's that one stealth node that did spanners in.
Wow.
We're gonna see real quick.
Oh my god!
Mac win. One
Mac
second.
won.
You
That
guys
is a
up to your things real
goodness.
That's incredible.
120,
What a comeback. What a comeback.
80-point difference there. Oh,
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you both of their scores right now. Holy, so Spanners got a 137, 744. Mac got a 137, 824, which is roughly about 80, 80 points. Jesus. That's crazy. Or no, it's exactly 80 points. But damn. Yeah, we're gonna see a final round 3 on
As
seed
it
5.
should be.
Yes. And Jedi, as you know, we started on seed 5. We're gonna be
Yes.
ending on seed 5.
yeah,
So
I know. I know, Putter.
This is Jedi's favorite.
Yes, I hate.
Everyone's favorite.
Oh. Curse ladder on hold 2. Red room for the last one. It's no good. But yes,
Already 10-minute break has started. Get all
Cool.
chillax now.
awesome.
Wow.
That was like for
Mac
being
goes
forced-
outside and just like stands there with a cigarette, like,
for being
what it
forced
would've
into
been.
a one hits. Wow. Yeah, his posture was. Look, he's pacing. You can see him pacing around the room.
It's like, oh Jesus, I gotta do another. Oh my goodness. What
Oh,
kind of
my.
what kind of meat on stick you got there?
This is just a chicken kebab. Lady Jedi went to her parents for a Memorial Day weekend cookout thing, and we have steak and potatoes. So nothing special.
Perfect.
My diet's terrible, but it's all good. All right. Thoughts on the HK-45 from chat? I'm not even familiar with that rifle. Assuming it is a rifle. HK-45. Oh, no, it's not a rifle. It's a pistol. Oh. When the heck was that made?
I was gonna say, when did this 2006?
Looks like a baby Desert Eagle. I'm not familiar with that one. It's a combat pistol by HK. I'll give it that. I don't know what else to. They all look the same anymore. They just don't have that pizzazz that older combat pistols have. That's all gone. Everything's polymer.
Well, it's convergent design, just like how, so many cars, like a tremendous amount of the, in certain segments, just everyone's offering is so close to everyone else's offering. So, yeah, hopefully there ends up being some sort of like weird revolution in ballistics or something like that, or maybe when it's just robots fighting each other and we all switch to like small arms just designed for shooting robots and they look weird again. Then again, I hope that doesn't happen because that means we're all fighting robots all the time, and that sounds way worse.
Mine's a
So,
rifle on a 40-watt range. Just what you see, pal. Alrighty. What do we else here? What else do we have? Yeah, I was watching the watch party in the corner down here. I noticed we actually have Alex from Half-Life Alex watching. That's exciting. I think somebody from Persona. Stormtrooper, the typical cat girl. I think that's a Sosig body pillow. I think there's a
Fantastic.
Sosig body pillow in there.
I'm glad
That's
everyone has company now.
Yeah. Now this is Putter's done a fantastic job with this. This is ridiculous. This whole setup. And everybody else behind the scenes. You guys have knocked it out of the park for 3 months now. Nothing but props to you guys for putting all this together and keeping your attention span tied to it. I would not be able to do that for so long. That's ridiculous.
I got nothing else better to do.
Pandemic,
No.
all stuck inside.
You
Yeah,
guys just don't
we'll
sit and reload, or I don't. Okay. That's
yeah
weird.
we'll get to the individuals of who did everything at the end. Definitely want to
Excellent.
give out those pointers because
Cool.
they're amazing.
Yeah, it's
Do we have
been a
any
fun
other
time.
funny chat questions?
I'm looking. Thoughts on cheese sandwiches? It's all gonna be food today.
I miss cheese. I've
what?
I've lactose acquired lactase deficiency, whatever you want to call it. I've had to cut pretty much all dairy out of my diet, which has been sad. So I've just had to replace it with more meat, I guess.
Just add meat where the cheese would have been on the meat.
Yep.
Favorite kind of garbage to shove in a burrito? See, these are all Anton questions. My food chat is not interesting.
I mean, if you want to know what my pet peeve is in relationship to burritos, it's people who put hash browns in breakfast burritos. Drives me crazy. Like, these people need to be ejected from the kitchen and never allowed in. You don't put a grease sponge into a breakfast burrito. That is itself already a grease sponge. You should put like canned potatoes into a breakfast burrito. Get this flavorless hash brown crap out of here. The hash brown should be next to the burrito, if present at all and not already in the garbage.
P350 by Bauer. The Bauer.
Oh, they're messing with you. That's Tim from Chamfer Zone's fake designation, fake brand stuff that's on the P250 model.
That's I see that as soon as I saw it. Yeah.
They're messing with you.
are now at 5 minutes.
Cool.
Good for next one.
Thank you. Anton must hate breakfast wraps from McDonald's then.
If you're going to McDonald's and you're not getting the McGriddle, what, like, you need Jesus in your life or something. Like, there's one thing to order from McDonald's for breakfast, and that's a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle, because that thing is heroin in sandwich form. Like, that's the apotheosis of the breakfast sandwich that you eat, and then afterward you're like, oh no, why did I do that again? I know better. I can't eat cheese. Why am I still eating these? Like, and now you know a little more about Anton's life.
Somebody asked favorite hot dog and favorite hand grenade.
My favorite hot dog, if I have to pick one, is a chili dog with onions, with me making the chili. It's like a sweet, almost Cincinnati-style chili, a little tomatoey, closer to Sloppy Joe in many ways. Bunch of peppers in it. And favorite hand grenade, I think it might be the Beano. After discovering the T13 Beano for it, like, just the whole fact that they're like, Americans know how to throw baseballs good. Let's make a grenade in the shape of a baseball. Like, the straightforward, like, 1940s logic of that is perfect. So it has to be the Beano.
Aesthetically, that's such a nice looking grenade. I love that one.
On a sadder note, apparently a whole bunch of people were injured and killed during the development of that grenade. Apparently, impact grenades during World War II, not so reliable.
Phew. Oh my. Papa Shaw 41 or the MP40.
Plus, imagine dying from something called the Beano.
Beano.
Like, that sounds like a fart killed you.
Oh.
So Papushka versus MP40. I think I'm gonna have to pick MP40 just because of the fact that it has roughly the same amount of recoil as an airsoft gun. Like you could hand an MP40 to a small child and be like, "It's a squirt gun, get him!" Like, and you'd be like, "Boom! You have an effective child soldier now," because it just doesn't move. It's amazing. So
I like the Papa Shah. I don't know. It's always been like the old Call of Duties. It's just you get the drum mag on them. You just go to town. Love it. The rounded fires I find super interesting too. Love it in Tarkov. It's such a nice, cheap one that you can still do damage with because it still has a little bit of extra pep behind it. Works well. Low rate of fire is better than high rate of fire. Don't at you. I mean, more controllable for that, sure. But that's situation
we
if nothing
we
else.
all know that the best SMG from that entire era is clearly the M3A1 grease gun, because what more could you ask for from an SMG than after you reload a mag, you have to grab the actual bolt and cook two of your fingers like they're small little hot dogs to be able to pull the bolt back again. And that's clearly the best feature ever created for an SMG.
How long did it take for them to get that crank on there?
The crank?
they-
No. That was on the first version of the gun. They removed the
That's
crank.
right.
So if you were using an M3A1, you had to wear a glove on one of your hands to be able to grab that bolt. Like when I went to fire it, it was warm after mag number 1. It was one of those like, this is gonna be hot in 30 to 40 more rounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot that was like a simplification part. But go ahead, Putter.
Yep. Well, we got about 20 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be setting up their. Yeah, they're setting up their final run. I'm really excited to see what they're doing here.
Absolutely. Looking like Spanners is
Are they
hovering
both
one-
going hardcore? They're both going one hit still?
They probably
Spanners
might.
is on it. Yeah.
If I was Mac, I'd be like, I'm not going to survive this only to lose on points. You just got to go. He's warmed up on one hit. You just got to stick on one hit.
He's still getting sorted. Got to get those
Yep.
controllers back on. That'll be good.
Let's wait for them to get this all together. Yeah, right now they're just discussing which mode to play here from my intel and the other side. I'm really excited
have
to see how this
hyperdimen-
lands.
Hyperdimensional contact as well. That's good. That's
Yeah,
always helpful.
shadow demons appear in my room sometime, but it's still cool, Alrighty. Yeah, so they're discussing. I mean, it's their final.
Are they negotiating whether it's one hit or whether it's standard?
Who knows? Only
Spanners
imagine.
hovering standard. Yeah, Max got the thinking, the chin scritch going on. I would definitely be assuming that he is trying to convince Spanners to go back to standard health for this. Much more comfortable in that situation. But still won the last one, despite his lack of confidence in that. Absolutely killed where it mattered with the nose.
If I was in Spanner's case, I would assume that they're going standard.
They're going standard health. No MMA ending tonight.
Oh wow, both standard.
Yep, both standard.
Alrighty. Well, we'll at least know that this match is going to be a lengthy one. Wow. Alrighty. What,
All right.
Yep, they're going to start choosing weapons in about a few seconds here, and then we'll let them go.
Cool. They still don't know that we're commentating this, right?
Oh no, not at all.
It's good. I love it.
You should just maybe let them know halfway through hold 3. No, don't do that.
Oh boy,
Don't mess
that's
with-
gonna
that would
freak
be
him out.
mean.
Spanners rolls away the 357 Deagle. Mac again just doesn't want that match USP. Spanners rolls
Ooh,
away.
does he
the-
want? Nope. Yep. No red dot. Does he take a pump with slugs?
Oh, Spanners getting. They both went through that mag fed pump, I think. That ultra shot. I don't know. The shotguns have really seemed to dominate through here, I believe. It's and you get a sight with it too. So doesn't want it. Both re-rolls.
I will say this: Spanners did have a slight suspicion that you would at least be there, Jedi. Just a slight. But, man. Out of we've done 600 runs, or actually, this will mark about what run would this be? This would be let me correct myself. 556 runs right now from the
Wow.
last 3 months. So that's kind of crazy.
So this
Alrighty,
one,
so-
our final tournament run is run 556, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Perfect.
Appropriate.
Absolutely. An appropriate number.
All right, I'll let you guys do your
Good
thing.
luck, Mac. It's
Cool.
Have at it.
Max got that 870 again, and is that the Mark 23 for Spanners? That's HK something, but I can't.
It might be the USP without the cop on it.
That's what it is. Yep.
Yeah, based on how that
attack.
sounds. Oh, and he gets a deagle.
I was kind of hesitant to go into.
In the category of pistols that are sadly way less enjoyable to fire in real life than they are to watch in a movie, unless you have enormous hands. If you've got huge hands, you can fit them around that handle just fine. But if you don't, when that thing hits, it just wrenches this part of your hand here. It is not a... It's the second least pleasant handgun I've ever fired. The least pleasant one was a Reproduction Liberator, which is like, it weighs as much as a box of Tic Tacs, and you're firing a 45 ACP, and so that's just going right back into the webbing of your hand.
Oh, that's a
Paid for 3 shots. I shot 2 of them, and I went, I'm good. I'm done. I don't need a third.
Spanner's got a nice clear on those initial statics. Mac has slugs for the intro here, so a little bit more caution needed.
much too fast.
But no problem. They're through. Spanners is actually putting the deagle to use. Gonna chunk him a little bit easier. Oh, that shorty M2.
Shotgun.
Yep. For how many
Right?
points did you
Oh,
spend
no,
on
no,
that?
no. That's not the M2.
Oh no,
that's the
he's
pump.
yeah, that's the pump one. Sadly, yeah, that's like the VTAC, I think, or the T14. I sometimes forget these names that I invent for these weird mutant Franken shotguns. Like whoever modeled those apparently just had very specific ideas about what furniture on a shotgun they found cool, and just sort of decided to make their own thing. So.
He pulls a USP. HK all around today.
I was gonna say we've got some fairly mirrored equipment here.
Yeah.
About as close as that tends to get.
Oh, the Taz.
Oh, wrecked. Oh goodness.
Why are you in my
Gonna
life?
take a sympathy bite of a hot dog on that one.
I like how he's
Hot
still
dog number 3.
nice. He still slinglocks the Taz out of sadness or respect. I hope he clears something with it.
Off to the second hold.
And Max,
Hey, an emergency weapon is an emergency weapon.
hey, at least you have one shot without having to actuate the bolt, I guess, in 20 gauge. If it doesn't blow up.
System node. Hold this position.
Banners on to hold 2.
Analyzing system.
Do I have my thing incorrect here?
I think Max playing a little too relaxed there, like needs to remember that he is in fact playing on one hit. He just sort of like stood in front of that third
on standard.
Sosig, like,
They came
oh, they're
back
on
to
standard.
Yeah, they came back
There,
to standard.
okay.
So it was,
That makes
yeah.
more sense. I was standing there
Yeah.
being like, what are you doing?
It's that easy to forget, like when you switch between them, especially in game, though. So many a time.
Banner's rocking the toss until he ran out of ammo. Oh.
He even
Why
topped up
not?
with that extra in-chamber round. Super serious with it.
Advancing
Max playing that ledge, a little bit of leverage to get those.
analyzing
Ooh,
hardened
nice last shot there. Didn't want to rely on the buckshot spread to get the hardened.
encryption neutralized. Advancing to next system link. Analyzing system.
Yeah, definitely. This is the first standard we're seeing from Spanners, right? So
Yep.
this is
Yep.
a
He's
different
just
play
standing,
style.
standing right there at the door, just being like, come on, I'll soak some damage.
Not afraid of it at all.
Clean.
Absolutely.
Clean, swarm, clear.
Encryption neutralized.
Show Kitty. I have Kitty here. I'm being asked to show Kitty. Mac, using the pump, has to swap off that last one. Little bit of wasted time on there. A few missed shots, but not bad. Banner's good for the execute. Plus for style.
Absolutely some style points there. Good stuff.
Better. Could have been better. It's all right.
Advance to next system link and override token found.
Wonderful.
I love the just letting the Sosig lay there a bit while you reload and then decide that you're gonna end their misery. So he's got API for that USP, so that's good for an extra round at least. The 45 falls off pretty quickly. Ooh,
Let's go.
not bad. If you're not a fan of the bullpups, it could be a better roll, but that's 30 round mags.
Oh, he got a 30 on it?
Yep, he's excited about that.
Oh, wow. Ooh, and a vector for Spanners. Rip.
Yeah, big rip for sure. Oh man, yeah, here comes the manual fill up with the plus P rounds. Max just confirming the reload procedure here.
Yep, that magwell is not friendly.
No, it is not. Just mixed with the actual geometry of the controllers sometimes. Some of those bullpups can be... Whew.
Override token.
Yeah, I think out of all of them, the FAMAS is the worst when it comes to just pissy magwell. So which room do we have for this? Oh, cool, we got this hallway.
Yeah, Spanners starting on L hallway. I believe what the first to worst community has it dubbed.
Hold this position.
That vector is just going to be consistently out of ammo if he is a little too happy. Running with the 2-shot burst at least, so controllable.
Yeah, that's honestly, that's the only setting on that weapon that's reasonable.
Yeah. Agreed. First nodes are down already for Spanners. Max still making their way. Yeah, Spanner. It's interesting seeing Spanners in this aggressive state now, with the extra health to soak it all up. And notice that Spanners is left-handed too, and he's been doing really well with the guns that he's getting have been working well, and that's not always the case. Just with the designs, a lot of them. I know the revolvers specifically are tough for left-handed people.
Yep, and a bunch of the side charging rifles.
Right.
Interfacing with system.
Banners clearing out those swarms.
Analyzing system. Swarm encryption.
I also have to say it brings me great joy to see that our two final contestants here are arm swingers,
Yes,
as it should be.
absolutely, absolutely. It was proven in the twin stick versus arm swinger war, but the supremacy will continue.
Now, especially given the fact that we now have controllers where you can have dedicated sticks and still have full weapon function and such. Do you think it's an issue of cognitive load or agility? Like, what do you think it is about arm swinger that actually makes it best for super high level play?
I actually really like the control that you get out of it. Not having to rely on the thumbsticks, because it's very hard to be granular with them, especially with the index. I find it very hard to be granular. The recursives are just up and down with spanners, not even on screen for that long. Max working on swarms, a 30-round mag doing a ton of favors.
Got that right.
Yeah. But yeah, with arm swinger, I find myself able to. It's a separate motion. To be granular, I can move my wrist instead of having to worry about operating my thumbs while having those fingers controlling parts of the weapon, which is a very important part of this game if you're not playing on a simplified control platform. So, but they all have ups and downs. Melee with arm swinger can be a little bit tough. I'm still learning that myself, but
yeah, you can end up having those like, oh, I just went backwards right before I wanted to hit someone.
Yep. Yeah, you have to like learn to let go of the motion buttons at the correct time with the correct hand. Max still waiting for these next nodes to pop up.
Spanners now has API for that vector.
Better. Cursives are up, single shot. Oh,
No problem.
Wonder if he's gonna stick with it. Does Max still have a target act? Oh no, he doesn't.
that was just he was a 2 spawn there. Oh, full auto for spanners now. Welcome to the empty vector.
Yep.
What a disappointing space gun.
I know, right? And it shows up in every single science fiction show when they're like, oh, it's this futuristic gun, and that it's, yeah, such a disappointment.
Yep.
I think I've described firing it on full auto basically feels like you're holding something and there are two people with jackhammers opposite, so one on the top and one on the bottom of the gun, and they're just fighting each other with their jackhammers. So it's like, does it have less muzzle flip? Yes. But do you also feel as though you're in an earthquake while firing it? Also, yes. So I will say this, their marketing campaign was clearly effective. At least in terms of popular culture.
Aftermarket education, I see you're saying we're try to announce which one we're looking at. We are both extremely amateur at this, so
another bullpup.
Oh, that's the QBZ?
Yup.
Thank you, Anton.
Bullpup versus bullpup.
Let's go.
See if he gets
Tracers. The
better than
irons
nothing.
Yeah, the irons aren't terrible on that, but you're still restricted to irons. The tracers can help train that in a little bit, but I think
just going ham there. Go in rage mode. Clean reload there.
Mac with the ladder pop. Clearing those. Oh, a bit of a mishit. Extra momentum carried under. Took a little while.
Yeah.
He's not happy with that recursive. Banners recursives are up.
Taking some fire.
Oh, Spanners has to get a little bit closer. That 2-shot on the vector wasn't doing any favors for that last recursive at that range.
Nope.
Yeah, this holds interesting because the motion to keep all of the doors clear like this, you just have to do this circuit around and around. And especially with the 2 spawns on either side of that main door, it's easy to get caught off and miss one. Max playing up high.
Oh, I just punched my fan.
Max stealths are up. Quick clear, just had to wait on one at the very end to flash. Banner should be coming up. Where'd he go? Oh, there's the stealth for Spanners. 2, 3. He's missing that one back where he was. There it is. Not too bad.
Could be
much
better,
neck-
could be worse.
Pretty
Yeah, I
much
was
neck
gonna
and neck,
say,
though.
we've got so much parity going on here with both equipment and just execution times here. I think our final score is going to be real close.
Very, very, very close.
Analyzing system.
It's normal circuits happening here. Here comes that focused breathing again.
Just Angels in this room are so bad.
They are. Mac got a good clear out of that. Nice and quick.
Yeah.
Not terrible. Banner's up next. Oh, ladder pop. He saved it. Almost.
Last hold, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah, overall, fantastic like air and movement control from both of these players. Like, there's so much nuance in the way they can move around.
Banner's is having a little bit of trouble with that far off.
Yeah.
mode. Still chasing it.
Oh,
Bit of a struggle there. Some time lost, some score lost.
yeah, that's
that
gotta
is-
be frustrating.
That is a rough room for those. The Geo, like if you're not holding up top, you're in a bad situation. And if you are, you're immediately going to be far away from something.
Override tokens found.
And you're limited in your movement.
Advance to next system node and take it.
Shield hot dog roll from Spanners. Mac took a hit and has some health laying around. He's about topped off. Someone asking to say how take and hold scoring works. So correct me if I'm wrong with some of this, but the big thing is clearing the nodes as fast as you can. That's where the most score is. You want to make sure that you have as much time left on the timer when the nodes are gone. Points.
Correct.
Go ahead.
That's going to create the largest divergence in scoring between any 2 players who reach the same point, or if they both complete it. It's going to be about the number of seconds remaining on the clock from each of the phases once the encryptions actually spawn. So that's what you're always trying to optimize for a better score.
Yep. And then there are smaller additions like the tokens. Do the tokens still give any? Or yeah, the tokens do, but they're not as random anymore. And
Correct. They're more deterministic.
and character associate kills while you're holding also count.
Yep.
And the way you do
exactly.
them.
Yep. But those are much, much smaller increments. So though, in an important way, the other things that give you a score are about noising the result so that you're less likely to ever get perfect ties, sort of thing, because there's just a bunch of like 10 and 20 point differences. But hey, with the last round, they had it within, what was that, 80 points, which is just ridiculous. So
Mac goes with the 11-point AR roll, and I never remember the
gets
name
a
of that
drum. Malyuk.
Malyuk. And I just found out not long ago that had a fire selector. I thought it was full auto only, but it's a manual switch between. So I always just counted that gun out. The reload's still a little bit weird, but
Yeah, it is one of those ones that you can, if you just come in at a high enough velocity and slap it in, it will pretty reliably always just go in. So it doesn't, especially with the drum.
it looks like he gets an acceptable ammo. I'm not sure. It might be AP. Hard to tell.
So Spanner's going into the end with his QBZ? Or has he still got another supply point to evaluate? Looks like still.
Is he gonna roll that?
I will laugh my ass off Oh my goodness. Is he
And
seriously?
shotgun canister.
Oh.
And he gets practice rounds out of the ice.
Oh, stuffed! Absolutely wrecked! Oh, I'm so sorry, Spanner.
Goodness. That is a
Oh,
rough roll for 12
And
points.
that's- that's why you don't. That's what happened. Let this be a lesson to all the kids at home. This is why gambling is bad. No matter how much you're like, oh, it's gonna be a sure thing. I'm gonna get the jackpot here.
Oh, rough. It's not out of it. He still has the QBZ's standard AR. He might struggle a bit depending on the rounds he's firing with the round enders. Because 5.56 isn't a guarantee against
Yeah, and
them.
he's got tracers.
Yep. Okay, so he's still
He's
rolling
got-
those tracers. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna have to hit weak points.
Yeah, that's going to be rough. He could get overwhelmed very easily here if he doesn't keep up with the waves coming in, or just use his power-ups at the correct time.
Okay.
Max still clearing out.
Interfacing with system node. Hold this.
So he seems to be saving the rifle for when we actually get encryptions in, and is just fighting with shotgun nades.
I mean, they're powerful. Oh, there it comes to bite him a little bit.
Until that happens. Yep.
First set of nodes up are for spanners. Stealths. Decent clear. Iron's worked out that range.
Oh, that's a nade. That's a nade.
He gets that MGO reloaded. And Mac has stealths up. A little bit of shaky going on here.
Yep.
That
He missed. Oh,
yeah. Yep.
oh, it's been back left. I want to shout at him as though he can hear me. Oh,
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah, that AUG can be picky because of the two-stage trigger.
That could have been a lot
So
better.
at this point, hold 5.
yeah. If you're clutching because you're getting really tense, you're accidentally dumping extra rounds. Yep. Oh. Oh, Spanner's
Hands
just
down,
choking.
Got that shield on at least. Oh, out on that. He pulls out the MGL to clear
This is
the
a
last
suicide bomber.
agile. Infinite ammo and shield coming out on Mac. Not bad.
Good
They
clear.
both seem to struggle a little bit there with that, but pulled through in the end.
I mean, they're both probably so tired at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's so hard to hold those, like, long, accurate shots in this room when you're on, you know, they've been going for almost, you know, over an hour now. So, you just your hands begin to fatigue. In some ways, it's got to be harder on Mac because he's playing without the virtual stock. So, he's
Right.
giving up the sort of the one feature that is allowing him, you know, keeping that weapon steady. Oh, he just dropped a power up.
No. Oh, round enders starting to filter in a little bit more aggressively now. Regenerative is up for spanners. And that's the clear. Nice and clean on the last one. $135, $488 on spanners. There's regen for Mac.
Whatever it's worth.
Choosing to go back to that center just to be safe. And that's clear on him.
Let's see.
136 for Mac.
Oh wow,
Whoa.
another winner.
God, man.
Okay,
Holy moly.
Moment of truth.
we're gonna
right,
do
guys?
something really funny here.
Oh,
We're gonna drag
Okay.
them in here.
That's not
They're
what
not
it's
gonna
going
know
to
who won or anything like that.
Oh man.
You guys are gonna suspensefully just give it to them, all right? Let them know who won. Pretty much, it'll be coming from you guys. So, yeah, I'm gonna get them in here, and wow, Mac won. Jesus. Alrighty, let's give him those rolls, and then we'll drag him in.
These poor contestants.
You say hi first. Okay?
Got it.
Already here. Let's do it. All right, so they're still deafened, but hold on. Let's make sure that everything's all good. Yep, everything's all set. Alrighty. If you guys want the scores, here I'll send them to both of you just to get a comparison here. Just before we reveal it to them, they're probably wondering what the hell's going on right now. So, oh yikes! I cannot copy and paste that for some reason. Now I can. Alrighty, so this is what the final score looks like for you, Anton, and then for you, Jedi. Let's go and I guess we'll go and undeafen them. Hello, Mac and Spanners.
Hey, Mac and Spanners.
Man.
Spanners and
Hey, American Spanners.
For my score.
You guys did ridiculously well.
I feel like
Not my
you've
best
done
score,
better.
but I mean,
Spanners,
as you can see, I've done better.
I could've
Spanners,
done
you had
better.
135, 488,
Yep.
and what Mac get, Anton?
Where it is.
Oh,
Why don't you just read it out? I clicked on the wrong window.
624. So Mac, you win. You got it.
Oh my god.
Congratulations, man.
You did it, Mac.
Oh my god.
Congrats.
Dude, you went through all this way.
Oh man. Oh.
Incredibly fought,
Oh my
both of you.
Yeah,
That was
a
riveting.
crazy last
Absolutely
match.
riveting to watch.
Oh my god.
How you
Congratulations.
feeling, Mac?
Oh.
How's it going?
Oh, it's finally over. Oh.
Oh, and of course, just the
Whew.
fact where we had a bull pop up for both of you, in the final round, which is as it should be.
Anton, I
just
wouldn't
glad.
have had it any other way, man. I love my bull pups. Oh man.
You're allowed to be wrong. As winner, you're allowed to be as wrong as you want.
Is that what you call it?
Alrighty. Well, I'd love to go over prizes very quick, right before we get
Okay.
to the questions. Mac, you win. Well, first place prize is $100 from me, and not only that, but Death Muncher also donated and wanted to pitch in another 100 Australian dollars. So from me and him both, you'll be getting about over $200.
Oh
Not
my
including
God,
what,
dude, Death Muncher, thank you so
Except
much, man.
half of them
You
will
didn't
be
have to do
upside
that.
down.
Yeah.
Say that again, sorry.
I said except half of them will be upside down.
See, there you go.
Anton, would you like to tell him what you're going to be giving him?
We're going to be so we got to get your address to make sure exactly. I don't know where you are in the world, so that was going to be you're going to be getting a sweet swag box from us that will be content dependent based upon what is legal to ship to you. So
Gotcha. Interesting wording there. Okay. All right, so my address, here, I'm going to lay it out right now. My
Oh,
address-
yeah, right now on stream, yeah.
All right, send it there, okay?
You'll also be getting a Saucy Chan body pillow as well.
Oh,
Sorry, it's just
that's the
we
only
have to
thing
give
that
it
ever
out.
mattered.
so then you have to explain that one to your parents.
You see, I can explain, all right? I can explain, all right?
So there's these 6 foot tall wieners that fight to the death, and a couple of them are lookers. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Yeah,
after
I
being
mean,
on the
there's,
battlefield away from home for a long
There's
time.
a reason I
you
haven't been
start-
on, reason I haven't been on any of the dating apps recently, just those VR hot dogs, dude. They don't. Man.
They never break your heart.
But yeah, you'll also be getting a special role or a place in the Hall of Fame that we're going to be having in this Discord because we do plan on doing more of these. Probably a yearly thing, knowing how
Yeah.
long this took. But yeah, we'll throw you down in the Hall of Fame as our second tournament winner. Congrats.
Thank you, man.
Amazing
Thank you.
work, man. Once again. I bet it must be really crazy out of 100. Yeah, out of 100 people plus a little bit more, you made it out above all of them. So I bet that must feel very great. Spanners, you'll be getting a nice little $50 as well for just making second place. Guardian's already got half of his reward for getting the third. He got a nice $25
mouth is so
for
dry.
also being here. Actually, here, let's say hello, Guardian.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Guardian.
Hi, Guardian.
How's it
Hey,
going,
Guardian.
guys?
Well fought, all of you, once again.
You all put a
Tanner,
great
Zach,
show.
you guys did put up a heck of a show.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
good games to everybody. Like, you seriously all played well. So,
Yeah,
good
this
games.
is
Good games all around.
the best final, final 3 matches that one could have asked for. So
Yeah, definitely. You guys, both of you guys played your
We
roles.
delivered.
Yeah, you guys delivered. Great
I
work.
hope it was
Jesus.
moderately entertaining. Mac, GG, I ain't even mad.
GG's, man. Good games.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a number of things that I really want to say, but I'll say those after any questions that we have here for our final contestants here, from anyone really.
Everybody in
guys
the
got-
watch party
yeah,
is all social.
I want to know from either or both of you, which gun
you.
drop did you most be like? Were you most like, oh come on, Anton?
Dude,
Ooh.
every single time, Anton, it's the M1 Shorty 16. I hate that thing. I cannot stand it.
I don't blame you at all.
Oh, and I you know how I play. Like, I can't two-hand it because it's going up. Either way, I'd be breaking my wrist to, So I gotta, play like a real man and do the,
Oh, you're right, because
forward kinda
you're not
thingy.
using. So I gotta know, no virtual stock.
Dude, I'm not kidding. I legit had the option. Well, I still have it off, but I didn't realize that it was a thing in the game or what it was until 2 weeks ago. So I was
You
like,
think
oh
you
my god,
retrain using it, or are you fine without?
I probably could. I mean, for competitive play, I like doing the pistol grip on all the guns. But if I'm casually playing, I think I would like to do virtual stock and two-handed.
I think your opinion might change with a longer range take and hold map.
That actually, dude. A, can't wait for that. B, you're probably right because I suck at long range in this game.
Rip.
So
Spanners
The
with that
Tons,
grenade
why?
launcher. Oh, and the Tons.
Oh yeah. Spanners, I'm so sorry about the MGL.
You came
I was
through on
just-
the MGL, but you gave me the shotgun rounds.
And the practice.
Oh,
rounds.
Anton,
and
what
the
did you do,
practice
man?
rounds. The practice
What did
rounds
you
don't
do?
even do any damage.
Yeah, I think the chances of you getting the two non-explosive rounds for that are like 1 in 12. Just
Dang.
This is your fault.
you rolled double ones there. I accept fault there.
Yeah. I'll any more questions? Anyone? We good?
Good job, guys.
Yeah, you guys did both
Thank you.
amazing. Equally
Thank you.
great.
Actually,
It's
real quick
been-
question. On average, especially say during the tournament or in say the week leading up to your match, how many hours a week would you say you're practicing this?
Did you want to go first, Spanners? I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you can go first.
So I don't. I usually maybe once every 2 days I'll get 1 or 2 holds in, maybe 3, and then I'm like, I'm done.
Huh.
I don't know. I think other games I practice a lot more. This one it wears on you playing for a long time, but that's just VR,
It is.
Yep.
I would say
yeah.
about the same. Get a basically a whole practice run, like once after work. Any more than that, and that just kind of gets ridiculous.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Good stuff. Once again.
Great stuff.
Thank
Now,
you.
there's a few things that I would love to go over. Oh wait, didn't somebody want to say something?
So actually, I did have a question for Mac. Watching the runs, not once but twice, you rolled away the USP match. What was the reasoning behind that?
You're talking on the first rerolls when you get your gun.
Yeah, you
Like when
rolled
you
away
start.
the USP twice in two separate runs.
I don't for me. I don't dislike the gun. Like if I'm stuck with it, I like it. But those times like it's hard to say because like my thought process was like I can risk it for something like probably a little bit better because I think it's one of the better pistols. I'm not crazy about the irons, but I don't dislike it. If I get it, fine. If I can re-roll it, I'll re-roll it.
I'll give you the iron argument on that one.
Yeah, there are better irons, but they're not bad. So
Ready. Well, I don't want to keep you guys here longer than you have to be, but I will say this. Once again, amazing match. But and also too, I thank both of you, Mac and Spanners, for one participating in this tournament, because the thing about this is this whole tournament was without any one of us here, none of this would really be happening. With everyone here had a role to play in this tournament, and they played it very goddamn well. Like everyone did. You guys did great. And of course, my moderators too. Without the mod team, none of this would be possible. We have a very talented mod team. We've always had whenever we had a problem, we always happened to solve it fast. There's definitely a lot of room for improvement. That's for sure. I'd like to say thanks to Tigerius for building the Discord, for Source Discord. Ethium, especially, for making the website. And better yet, that most lovely highlights at the very beginning. Really great work with that, Ethium. Mintless did all the spreadsheets, everything. He was absolutely crazy. Mintless, great job. Absolutely wonderful. And of course, the Twitter, managed by Putty. Great work on that one, man. And of course, the couch. You can't forget the couch and all the statistics that he's rounded up for us today. Of course, my two supervisors, Death Muncher and Mintless. I appreciate you guys the most. You guys are nuts. And then our VR chat model / map makers. We didn't really get to use that much in this tournament because we had very high expectations, but we figured out that we're slightly understaffed to be able to do that for every run. So you might see that next tournament, somewhere around there. And yeah, Spirit and Arpy, both on the VR chat stuff. Great work, guys. And of course, all the other tournament content. There's a lot of people to really thank here, and I'm just gonna go off of the other two important ones. Well, everyone's all important here, but our head commentators, Sage and Chubbs. You guys were wonderful. Great to have you here. There's a lot more, way more moderators that helped, and without any of their help, none of this would be possible. And I will actually do a way better version of crediting all of them in about a week from now, which I'll make an announcement about later when we conclude this tournament completely. And two other big thanks to you, Jedi, and to you, Anton. You guys are, I freaking love you both to death. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you for coming here and taking the time to do all this. And
hey,
really
thanks to all of you folks for putting on such an incredible and huge tournament, like just bigger than I expected it to be. I was shocked when you told me how many people signed up, and I can't tell you how gratifying it is as a game designer, and this goes out to all of you folks who've played in the tournament, to see how high level the play is, how incredible y'all have gotten at playing this game, and I look forward to throwing all sorts of new challenges and hurdles and things that will make you all shake your fist and curse my name in the future.
Yeah.
Need more reloads. Yeah, no, you guys. This is all you guys for sure. I didn't do any of this. This is all you guys. 100%. Great job.
It was a pleasure and an honor to be part of the final matchup. So
Oh yeah, thank you guys once again for coming here. Yeah, well, there might be a few little surprises in the future. This is just to everyone in here, depending on little mini events that might go on, and you'll see some announcements about that. Probably, God knows how long. When I'm done staring at a wall after I'm done with the stream here. So yeah.
imagine
Other-
y'all really need a break at this point.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I bet, dude.
For sure. And yeah, once again, thanks to all the contestants and everyone. And also too, for our 3 winners, Guardian and then Spanners and then Mac, you guys will also be getting an additional prize. As we just got a donation for a bunch of game codes. So
What?
that's gonna be really cool stuff. From Lovely King. Mr. King just told me that right now. So really good stuff. Once again, appreciate everyone here. Oh my God, how could I forget? Baldric.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Baldric. Baldric, you're the man. Baldric is the reason why the stream is happening right now. He organized something crazy, and I'm so glad that we got it all to work at the
With
very
the
end.
last minute audio save as well. Courage under
yeah.
fire. Pulled it through.
Good job on that.
Wonderful job.
Baldric, it's fucking great, dude.
Is he
You
even
guys,
human?
all amazing. Maybe I don't know, Baldric. You can answer that.
I didn't hear the question. Sorry. Say again. I was.
Oh, somebody asked if you're even human.
Oh right.
We all know the answer to
In
that
the
one.
chat. Yeah. People are debating about it. Yes.
We all know the answer to that one.
He's not a human. He's Baldric.
That
But,
sounds like what a non-human would say.
I am man.
Exactly,
Apparently,
Exactly.
they know
But,
me as man in VR chat.
Man,
You are man.
man. But there's one last thing. Oh yeah, one last thing that I have to bring up. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else. But after this, there's going to be a little VR chat meetup for anyone in the chat who just wants to hang out with the First War staff. We're just going to be chilling out there just to kind of celebrate what we kind of finished off here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyone, just message Spirit. Actually, in the general, Spirit will give you all the rundown if you guys are in the Discord, which you can join if you wish. It's in the description of this Twitch channel or near that, down in the panels. You can click the image and you'll be able to join. Anyways, other than that, I don't think I'm missing anything else.
Yeah, just thank you to everyone, and it's been great. It's been great fun, both taking part and organising this thing.
Thank you guys for having us.
All right.
I'm looking forward to the next one.
For
Indeed.
sure. We'll see. Alrighty. Well, we'll be ending the stream, and much love to everyone who participated and joined. See ya.
Oh man, all right. Is that it?
Safe.
Yeah.